Drinking Pepsi. 1 year sober. Red Rover, come on over. I don't really smoke cigarettes, but my girlfriend smokes these long-ass, thin cigarettes. I suppose Virginia Slim markets to think the smoker is thin. But it doesn't look like a cigarette. It looks like a J, especially when you come down here. So I'm a supporter of medical marijuana. Both my mother and father died of cancer, and neither one of them smoked, but both of them had extreme nausea. So go medical marijuana. This one's called Highly Functioning Mentally Ill Christians. And it's based on Rick Warren's son Matthew's suicide 4 months ago. Rick Warren's Purpose-Driven Life came out 10 years ago. Oh, the beauty and the strife. The same year Matthew Warren, 17, grabbed his daddy, hugged and wept. The horror of the illness set. He said, "Daddy, I'm never going to get better." He had severe OCD, anxiety, panic, I'm sure. His whole life, Mr. Warren looked for Matthew's cure. And I wept at his suicide because I identified with so many things inside that we've both felt we needed to hide. I prophesied 10 years ago that the book Purpose-Driven Life was trapped in strife. The piece is Sean L. McCoy, YouTube, search Rick Warren, a well-meaning idol. I was a junior transfer to Wheaton College. Halfway through the second semester, I called home and wept to my parents. And just like Matthew wept in his father's arms, my dad was in the station wagon the next day to get me away from the religion insane. He drove from Cleveland to Chicago. And go. 20 years later, I tore Purpose-Driven Life to pieces. Even though it sold 32 million, my thesis was that there was no guarantee following Rick Warren's Purpose-Driven Life would make you a disciple of Jesus Christ. Matthew Warren read and underlined the book according to his mother Kay. Purpose-Driven Life, and he killed himself. Perhaps like me, religion actually was hurtful to the unyielding, relentless, brutal mental illness I was suffering from. After being abused as an infant, I suffered post-traumatic stress, anxiety, and OCD. They badgered me and I was sick, you see. I survived because of my family. I wonder if Mr. Warren would change the last 10 years if he knew just how great Matthew's tears. I know I would do a shitload of things different. My parents probably too. They were long dead. If it weren't for my bad religion, I still have the love-hate relationship to God. But I'm free. And I'll give it the nod. I'll give him the nod from thinking God is going to hurt me. Anti-scrupulosity campaign outlined in a book called The Doubting Disease, Pauline Press, was helpful for me. I had to slowly expose myself to the insanity, the trivial fears. God would surely kick my ass. He would tear me apart. He would make me go insane. But that's bullshit. That's bullshit. With any cards I was dealt, I always felt that God would keep me alive. So I bow my head for Rick and Kay and Matthew's brother and sister. These are the words I have to say. I weep with you in utter dismay. All of my grief and sorrow will be sucked away when we fly to the stars and raptured away. Yeah, raptured away.